Would you, I guess, what would you say would have been the breakdown either in your current or previous scenario of home hemodialysis being less prevalent than peritoneal?
Um,
Why the gap between the two modalities?
like for me or just in general, you're saying? For general, you're saying in
Both.
general?
Well, I would say from you, it
Yeah,
sounds like from because we predominantly see peritoneal as the talking point for home dialysis.
yeah.
And it seems like there's a little bit more of a comfort and bias there from your perspective, and whether it was administrator led, facility led, what that looks like. What was really the cause of that chasm between not offering home hemodialysis, for instance, and exclusively peritoneal, or an overdevelopment or a development focus on peritoneal versus home hemo?
Yeah, I mean, I think from one, the PD in general, again, the self-cannulation component is huge, right? So that's a huge hurdle for someone to get over is to be able to self-cannulate. So I think that's something that may be too big of a hurdle for too many people. Do you see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? To actually self-cannulate. PD is just, I have a bias towards it because I was an interventionalist. So I worked on the dialysis accesses, ballooned them, stented them, declotted them, the whole nine. And I honestly would never want one in my arm. So, like I just thought they were kind of they were cumbersome, from a physical perspective, didn't look as aesthetically pleasing. But peritoneal, my whole thing is if you go into dialysis, right, especially if you're a young person, 40, 50 years old, you're likely going to need multiple dialysis accesses, right? So you may start peritoneal dialysis, maybe have burnout from it, or maybe have peritonitis or something. Their exchanges don't go well, and you have to be switched to that for hemo. I want to preserve the veins in your arm for as long as possible. So if
Mhm.
you have a vein in your arm here, your lower arm, then you go to upper arm, like they may last 3, 4, 5 years, and you have to get another one, and then you go another one. You see these people running out of accesses. I honestly would probably want to start on PD just because I would not want to use up my vasculature on dialysis accesses first. Do you see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I would start
Mhm.
there and then move to the vascular access
Yeah.
there. So that's how I would do. Probably personally, I'd probably start even from a PD perspective. Now, the other component is people are just more comfortable with PD because it's been around. I guess no, I take it back. It has not been a long time. This has been home HD program since I think the 60s or 70s even. I just think I think maybe they just have a bias towards it just because it's the self-cannulation component or just people prefer it over the or prefer it. And you never know how these biases get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
in your
Mhm.
industry, like how people prefer one thing over the other.
That sounds
But
great.
like, yeah, yeah. So.